In this video, I'm going to talk about my analysis on the dollar and what I'm looking forward to see in the marketplace. So currently we're on the daily time frame on the dollar, and as you can see right here, we created a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and then this right here, this high, this low, and this high. Now, as you can see that after we created this high, price dropped down. This right here, I see this as a run on liquidity. I don't see this as a break of structure until I see a bodies of the candle close below this low. And as you can see, there's no bodies of the candle closing below this low, which is giving me a telltale sign that there could be a potential run on buy side liquidity on the dollar to now potentially create an actual structure right now, because right here I don't really consider this as structure. The only structure that I consider right here is this high, this low, and this overall high. So right here, whatever that is in here, I see that as a consolidation, and price can actually run stops beneath the low of a consolidation and still potentially run stop losses above this high right here. Now, don't get me wrong. Overall, I want to see the euro rally to the upside, and I still want to see the dollar go to the downside. Overall, I want to see the dollar go to the downside, right? But right now, I'm not seeing anything to make me confident in looking for sales on the US dollar XXX pairs yet. And the reason for that is because after we created this high, right here, you can see how price came to the downside, didn't close below this low, and then we're seeing this consolidation. You need to understand the phases in the marketplace. It's either we're in a consolidation phase or an expansion phase. And right now, we're in a consolidation phase. And after a consolidation phase, the next thing we're anticipating to see is an expansion. So an expansion is going to be whether it's going to go to the upside or to the downside. Now, if price had come down here, breaking this low and closing below it, that would have made me a little bit confident to look for a retest and then continuation to the downside. But because we didn't see a break and close below this low, all we saw was price just come down, wick the low, and then go back up and then be in this consolidation phase right here. So whatever is happening right here could potentially end up taking price higher to run this liquidity, because don't forget we also have an inefficiency resting right here as well, and price has mitigated some part of this inefficiency but not the entirety of the inefficiency. Now, it doesn't mean that the entirety of the inefficiency is going to get filled, but it's also something to put into perspective that price could want to come back here one last time for liquidity for the early sellers, right? And the moment those liquidity gets wiped out, and I do see a rejection of that key level, breaking structure, significant structure, then I'll be confident in looking for sales on the dollar and USD XXX pairs.